Labyrinth, the Forever War, the second expansion in the Labyrinth Global War on Terror game from GMT. We're excited to give it a try right now.
And this is Legendary Tactics.
Excellent. So
Yes.
this is a very different setup than what we've been used to seeing.
Very much so. Yeah, there's a lot of new cards thrown in here. And,
3 civil wars going on. There's a lot of stuff to manage.
Cards already been removed from the game, for heaven's sakes.
Yes, so this is the scenario, the 2017 scenario. Trump takes command. And so we're going to see how the Donald manages the global war on terror here. And so, yeah, it's very different game. It has a very different feel, and it's kind of a crazy crazy setup at the beginning. But you know, we've got Iran under Islamist rule now. I can't just do a regime change in Iran. I have to have the world totally on my side. Like, I have to be hard posture with the world at least 3 on the 3-part track, and my prestige has to be high or very high. Otherwise, I cannot regime change Iran. I need to make sure that everyone is on board.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
so
interesting.
so it's not easy to knock you out of there. So I've got to really just start building up.
Some forces there, eh?
Some forces there, yeah.
Okay, so I am just sort of scanning these cards. This is just full disclosure here. This is our first real main. We had about a 2-turn walkthrough last night, but this is our first real.
This is the first
go
game
of this expansion. So
for all the marbles here.
Yeah, we're
and
just
you'll note
through.
if you'll also note the jihadis start with a WMD in their available plots. So that is a bit unsettling as the American player.
Yes, indeed. Okay, we're going to.
I've actually got some pretty good cards here. Actually, this is kind of a.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, I got a very reasonable hand. A lot of neutral events, but I'm fine with those.
Okay. Yeah. Same here. Actually, I got a lot of neutral, and you have to apologize for the reading of these cards.
Yeah,
because there's just so much new text to like scan through and figure out here.
So it is interesting. You know, we have Algeria starting at good governance, even though they're neutral. 3 civil wars on the board. Iran is already Islamist rule. The jihadis start with the WMD. Not a lot of awakening or reaction markers on the board, but.
Okay, I'm going to start with this one here. It's just a 1-banger.
Yeah, actually, if we could, let's play right near the India space. The reason why is that I can zoom in on the card so people can read it
a little better. Oh, sure. Yeah, it sounds great. Okay, so we'll go there, and it's just a 1-banger Brexit, but I'm going to take and travel a cell from Lebanon into the Schengen, and I'm going to go up into the UK.
Oh, I think you have to move into the Schengen first. So.
Oh, it's a dual. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So once the UK, you have to move from the Schengen into the UK.
Into UK?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we'll move into UK.
Oh, sorry. Unless actually the event move closest cell to the UK.
Okay, so we'll do that. Yeah.
And I lose a prestige.
That actually worked. That was quite fortuitous.
I normally wouldn't point that out, but I'm going to this time.
This is going to be that's right. We're learning game, showing game.
Yes.
All right. So in that case, we'll test the posture
test
here, and it's going to be hard.
Okay, that's good. Now, what event have you got lined up for Excel
That's
in the UK?
Exactly it. How did you know? My goodness.
Yes.
All right, let's do this one right here. If UK has a cell.
I figured it would be that. Yep.
Switch posture of UK and
plus
+1 funding. So let's bump my funding up one
now
here.
That leaves play.
And we will switch posture to soft. There we go.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting. So who's soft? Okay, Nigeria, UK, Israel, and Kenya, Tanzania. And I've said in previous Labyrinth videos that I've done that I don't necessarily mind it when the global war on terror relations is at 0. It's a bit of a of a knife edge, because if it goes too far the other way, then it can be an issue. But I find that it's not necessarily a bad thing, because if there's an election or something that messes things up, if your posture flips, or if it has to flip, then you don't actually it doesn't actually hurt you all that much.
Yeah.
So let's see. Okay, I've got some potentially really good cards here. Just have to make sure that I'm
gonna play them correctly.
Yeah. So So I think I'm going to we have militia in a civil war country. I'm going to take that event. And since I'm going to knock down your funding by 1.
Oh, just after I back up. Come on, man.
I know. This is what I was thinking here. And yeah, it's yeah, it's tough to really plan this out here. I need to work on my prestige. So I'm going to try. I'm just going to do a War of Ideas in the UK. And
okay.
And stays soft, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what the best use of this. Oh, man.
Well, I can't let you have this event, so we're going to put this into the first
We're
going to put this one here into the first plot box.
Okay.
And I will do some plotting here. Let's go plot once in
that would have been good.
Actually, no, not Afghanistan. Sorry, let's go.
Wow, that could have ended a civil war. That would have been good.
I know. Wow. I'm not too happy with
it.
Let's go into let's plot in Syria here.
Yeah. Oh, it's good you got that card, not me.
Yeah, I know. That was so now if I'm gonna plot. First plot. So is it already in first plot?
Yes, I've moved it there. Yeah.
All right. So to plot, how am I gonna? We have to do this manually, don't I? So I'm gonna roll 1 die for the cell in Syria.
Yep.
It's a 1. I hit.
Okay, and you flip
so
to active.
That's good.
Yep. And as I said, you might want to mix in your WMD. Into your stack, right? Just so it's just in case you decide to spend your WMD on Syria right there.
Okay. Can you see that or no?
I see the plot, but it's face down.
Okay. Good. And then let's plot 2 more times into Yemen here.
Okay.
Let's see what happens in Yemen. Oh, 2 more plots. Excellent.
Okay. Now, keep in mind, though, that the plots do not affect my prestige because they only have militia there.
Oh, sugar. Okay.
Yeah. So they will fund. They will give you funding, and in the case of Syria, it might reduce the governance down to poor, but it's otherwise
so it
doesn't. It's not going to help you otherwise. So.
And I believe was that turn 2?
That was your first card.
The first card of 2. Okay.
Yep. You should have after this. You should be down to 4
I have
cards
6 cards right now in hand.
Because you had 8 at the beginning, right?
Yeah. So I have 6 now though. So that seems like that was my second card.
No, but that doesn't make sense. Because how did you draw 9 at the beginning?
Oh, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. No, you're right. So I do have another to play here. Sorry.
Yeah, I know, but you should have only 8 cards at the beginning. Did you draw only 8?
Oh, I drew 9. My mistake. So
Yeah.
just pick a card between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 6. I'll put
1.
it back in the bucket here. 1. Okay.
Yeah. And put it back on the deck, and I'll shuffle the deck.
Yeah. So I will.
Yes, you're so used to starting with 9 cards, but not.
I apologize for that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
And quite frankly, you saved me a lot of hassle with that draw. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
It was a 3-banger event for you, and it was not a very nice event. There was no way I could mitigate both those cards. So thank you.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Here, let's draw this one here. This one here is play in a civil war country adjacent to Turkey. Remove a militia or a cell. Place an aid or a besieged regime marker. So we can go into Syria with that one.
Yeah, remove a militia or a cell and place an aid or a besieged regime. So I assume you're going to remove a militia.
Yeah, it's what's going to happen.
Besieged regime. The funny thing, I noticed this with the Awakening expansion, is that you get like a pile of like look at Syria. You got WMD there. You got a besieged regime, civil war, plot, governance marker, and advisors, plus militia and cells in one space.
I know, there is a lot going on in Syria.
The spaces get so overloaded sometimes. It's hilarious. Like it doesn't really feel cluttered. Like you can glance at it and once you know the game well, but it's still kind of overwhelming in the early going.
Fair bit to be seen going on.
There's a fair bit going on. So yeah.
All right, I will defer to you.
Okay. So you got a lot of stuff going on. Okay. So I'm going to... it's a bit of a gamble, but I'm going to let you have that event first. Well, I guess...
okay. Play of Syria in Civil War. Place 3 cells there. Oh, okay. May come from adjacent countries if there are insufficient cells on the track. Well, there are not, so that's good.
Yeah.
I appreciate you letting me get cells in there.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I'm going to remove from play, but I am going to alert that plot, so get that out of there. And then
I don't often play American. Does it cost 3? Is it a 3-banger agenda or a 3-banger card to alert any plots?
Yes.
Because I noticed series at 2, so I thought you had to play at 2.
Yeah, 3.
It has to be a 3-op card.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, 3 ops spent. I think you can spend your reserves, like if you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I'm going to play Air America. I'm going to remove 3 cells from any country in Civil War.
And undo what was done. That one's gone too, I think.
Yeah. I'm going to send
last
him
fella's
back.
gone too. Yeah. Darn.
Yeah.
Well,
got your hopes up.
I did. You did for.
Well, it got the plot alerted, so you get 2 plots that go off.
Yep.
In Yemen,
so that
and it's 2 funding. Yep.
Okay, and then that's all that happens there, right? There's no rolling.
Well, you can, but there's no point because you can't worsen the governance any more than it is, and there's no. Unless they were like WMD or something, in which case I'd have to check the rules on setting one off in a Muslim country. But I imagine you're not using your WMD for that.
Not yet, no.
Yeah.
We'll hold fast.
Yeah.
Is there any Muslims that are currently an ally? Status.
Yes.
Yeah, Afghanistan.
Gulf states, Afghanistan.
There's a lot. Okay.
No, well, there's 2. Gulf states and Afghanistan.
Okay.
At least I have some friends in the Middle East, not a lot, but some.
Yeah. Okay. Place a reaction marker in an ally country.
Yeah, so that it gives you a -1 modifier on. Now, if you'll remember from the Awakening expansion, 1 reaction marker doesn't do much, but 2 trends, it'll like add another reaction marker at the end of a turn. They call this polarization. And then if there's 3 or more, the reaction marker will deduct 1, but it will shift the country closer towards Islamist rule.
I'm gonna just walk right into the United States of America here.
Okay.
And I guess I don't roll
to walk right in
there, do I?
Oh,
pardon me?
Yes, that's fine. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because the Patriot Act is
Patriot
not in
Act
effect.
is not in effect. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, before I do that, I'll walk up to Canada. We're gonna go in through Canada first here. We're gonna roll.
Okay.
Oh, it's hard. Darn it.
Yeah.
That defeated my purpose.
That's what I figured you were up to. But Canada's tough.
Yeah, you get this event. It's not half bad.
Huh. Saudi Arabia is not an ally.
I'll let you use the event
no,
first.
That's good. That's a neat idea. So I get one in reserve. Wow, that's a 3-op if Saudi Arabia is an ally.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. Okay, so what are you up to?
Are you done for the reserve bit then?
Well, are you? Oh, you're letting me have the event first?
I'm gonna let you event first. Yeah.
Okay. If that's the case, I'm going to disrupt in Syria. I'll send that guy home.
Okay.
I think. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I'll travel my cell into United States of America now.
Okay.
And then my last play.
No, that was your last play. You moved through Canada.
Last play? Okay.
Yeah, and then so you should have like two cards left. Yeah.
I do have 2 cards. Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna use this card here. Just a 1-banger to disrupt in the United States. And then I'm going to play this one here to disrupt in the United States. And I'm going to get some.
Oh. Got me out of there. Huh?
Yes. Well, I couldn't. That's the thing with the WMD. I just can't let that happen.
You can't. Yeah,
I just can't.
Can't stomach that. So unfortunately, I did get a plot resolved in a regime change or civil war country, but it did not have troops or
at the previous.
It went off in Yemen.
Yes, so there's no troops and no advisors. So.
Yeah, so it does not trigger, unfortunately, which was quite sad for me, but that's the way it works. And we will. This is a tough call here. Either try to get some funding going or troops on the ground. Or, sorry, cells on the ground.
Yeah. Oh, you've got the ability to do that.
Yeah, I know. Civil war countries, you can actively recruit there, no problem.
Yes. Yeah. Regime change, civil war, or Islamist rule, they're all auto recruit. You don't need to roll for it. Because the idea is that it's a ideological, hotspot. So people are fired up and they're going to join one side. Join that.
Let's
side.
drop 2 into Syria then there.
Yeah.
And then this OPEC card came at the worst time possible. I don't think there's a card I don't think there's a card that we've discarded yet that is even worth drawing. Is there a way you can view the discard deck here?
Kind of. It's not quite the same as the app. So because we have the app. So what you do is you can right click and draw specific cards, and you can go back through.
Okay.
So if there's one that seems but there's not a lot of cards there, so you can take a look
Gaza
and see.
8. What was Gaza 8 again here? That might have been.
Yeah, because some of your events left the game.
Is it
so
+1 funding?
There's not a ton of your events
and
in
-1
there.
prestige.
So
that can't be right. +1 prestige, +1 funding. Okay.
yeah, that was the one that I
It's
played.
it's not really worth the. I'm just gonna actually play OPEC for the ops. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Ugh. Such a waste.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do.
So we have the OPEC
Yeah,
marker.
we'll do some plots going on
So
here.
the OPEC, the
do my
oil
cells
producers
turn under?
are,
Do my sorry?
the,
Do my
the
cells
oil
turn
producing
underground?
countries are one less, and it's not going to matter. But yeah, anyway, go ahead. What's that?
Do my cells return to being? Do they stay exposed after the round is over?
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, it's only
So
if they if they
Yemen
travel. So in Yemen you can travel within Yemen. So you don't have to move. You can travel within a space, or if you move to a different space, then obviously you go underground again.
Let's just do 2 plots in Yemen.
Okay.
You get 1 hit. Okay.
So you're running low on available plots. This is actually what they added in Awakening that I really liked, is that you can't plot forever and ever and ever and ever, which you could kind of in the original game. You could actually this you've only got like basically normally 6 plots that you can place. Now you have the WMD, which you're probably not going to waste on Yemen, but
I'm also going to plot into Libya.
Okay.
And I missed. Darn. Okay.
Yeah. So Libya's goes up as well.
Alerted. Yeah. Yes. Are active.
Yeah, they're active. Okay. So is that that's the last of your cards, eh?
It's my last card. Yes.
Nice. All right. Let's see. What can we do here? I'm going to take this event. I'm going to play it in a civil war country in Syria. I'm going to send those guys to the track. I know you had grand plans there.
Yeah, I did actually.
Yeah. And I'm going to take this event as well, the Pakistani intelligence.
Please either cell or militia there. Okay.
So in an adjacent country, so place a militia, then remove one of the other type. So I'm going to place a militia here, and I'm going to remove the cell.
Okay.
And for my last trick, I'm going to...
You have a 3rd card? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had an extra card.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, I guess actually that plot goes off because I used my 2 cards. So that plot goes off. Give yourself a funding there.
All right, which will not matter now, but...
No. And militia are not as good at disrupting, unfortunately. Shoot. I'm wondering... Because I want to try and get my prestige is so low, though. Oh, my gosh. Do I risk everything in a roll on to get Yemen over to ally, or do I?
Yeah.
Because it's I would need a 5 or 6. There's no modifiers. Or I can disrupt in Yemen is what I'm wondering. I should do, just hit that one cell.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'll disrupt the cell, and because militia are not as good at disruption. They can only disrupt 1 cell. U.S. troops can disrupt 2 per turn.
I see.
Right?
Okay.
So, yeah, but militia aren't as effective.
So now, first plot box
you
goes
lose
to discard.
Yep, you lose a funding.
I lose 1 funding. Yeah.
I lose a prestige because Iran is Islamist rule, and I don't get it back because the world is not totally on my side.
Okay, so civil wars, Libya.
So yes, so return plots to available, so you get all your plots backed on your available spot there.
Okay.
I just like following this little menu here. Then polarization. So there's not enough awakening or reaction markers to do any sort of polarization, but attrition. So You can roll for Libya. It's 1 die. You need a 1 in order to get something.
Oh, 2 dead.
I roll for Syria. I need a 1, and I get it. So that shifts it to ally.
Okay.
Which is good.
Oh,
gradually heading over to my side. And then we roll each for Yemen. One, you need to a 1 each. I get a 2. You get a 6. So nothing happens in Yemen. Now, because I have advisors in Syria, I actually get an extra militia there. It's that drip thing.
Yeah,
I love so much
slow burn.
that.
I love it.
All right.
And now
and
we
then
draw.
we deal
I draw
cards.
8 cards.
So you get 8 cards. I get 9.
Okay.
And we move into turn 2. Yeah, I really have to get my prestige up a little bit. My prestige is not very good.
Wow, this is interesting.
Got some cards to mitigate.
Got some mitigating to do here again. This is kind of crappy.
Excellent.
All right. Sorry for the delay here. Just sort of mulling over options to. All right. So this one here, I'm going to play. And it's it is Islamist rule, so it doesn't play. So I'm going to take 1 and travel it into Pakistan.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play.
Oh, test here. I'll test Pakistan. So it's poor neutral.
Poor. Okay, great. That's good. Let's play this one here, which doesn't play for you now. Because it has a cell.
Oh, okay.
And I will recruit 2 cells into Syria.
Getting a bit nervous there. Right?
We got to get Syria back up in back in action here.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
What's a caliphate again?
Caliphate is if you remember, there's certain cards. Do you see like that the one that's at the top of the removed? Do you see the one that's at the top, the Hayat Tahrir al-Sham?
Yes. It's got
so there's
the
a little
moon
marker
and the star.
there. And so what that does is if you play that card, you can create a caliphate capital in the place where the 3 cells go into. And basically it means that it becomes like a country gives you an extra resource, you get extra funding for doing it. And any civil war countries or regime change countries that are they're like basically that are attached, they all become your caliphate. So they basically fall under your military rule. And so there's certain events. So do you see, for example, the top card of the discard pile? Do you see how it says that? See at the top it has like no caliphate. So that card event would not be allowed to happen in a caliphate. So it disallows some of my good events.
I see. Okay, so you have to keep your eyes on the caliphate. Okay.
Yeah. Now all your cells remain active in that space, and so they're more vulnerable to being attacked or whatever. But but you do get an extra resource, so it can potentially win you the game. And it's something that I need to actually kind of bash down in general. So, but beyond that, like I haven't played many games where the caliphate has actually happened, so I'm not really sure how it impacts things. Honestly.
No, one of my cards was dependent upon a caliphate or not caliphate event. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so there's some now those caliphate cards are only in my it's only if you play it as the event. So
right. Okay, so it's to you now.
Okay, so okay, so I'm going to
I really do not like having 8 cards. That's troubling.
I know.
Oh, Trump tweets. Oh, Trump tweets. Here we go.
I'm not going to take the event, though. It's just too...
Oh, come on.
Too random. You never know what the tweets are going to accomplish. I'm going to do a War of Ideas in Britain. And I got it. So that's good. That shifts to hard. Gives me a prestige, which is what I was after.
Wow, okay.
So that's good. I need to really get some more prestige going. I think in order to do that, I'm just going to move some troops over to Syria now that it's allied with me.
Oh boy. Okay.
Now that's gonna shift that civil war. Big time.
Put some pressure on there, yes.
There's some pressure.
Yes.
I've got advisors there. I've got U.S. troops there, and it's already at fair. So I just need to pummel you there, and we can get this civil war over
Do your
with.
worst.
It's interesting how the civil wars, basically, like when they happen, you have to pour resources into each side in order to, in order to win. So it's different from a regime change, right? Because the regime change, the U.S. Has 6 troops that are kind of locked there, but the civil war is kind of like this one where each side pours more and more guys into it. So
yeah. So I just made Thailand soft with this event here.
All right.
And okay, so I'm going to play Popular Mobilization Forces for the first plot.
With more cells than troops or militia, place a number of militia. Oh wow, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, but you're not getting it though, so don't worry.
No, first plot.
And I will do 2 plots into. I'll do 1 plot in Libya again here. Come on, there we go. All right. Throw that into Libya.
Okay.
And we'll do 1 plot into Yemen again. And we hit there too. Good.
Nice.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll take that. Yemen here. Oh, it gave me 2 for some reason. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay, that's good. Yep. Oh, sugar. What did I have to just undo that real quick here?
Okay,
there we go. Okay. Good.
Perfect. So I'm going to play Backlash. So Backlash on the plot in Yemen. So actually that's going to count against your funding. Because they don't like you plotting in their lands, which I don't blame them.
I was worried you had some card like that.
Yep, I did. I think I'm going to... Yeah, this is an interesting choice here. I think I'm going to... put one in reserves, I think.
Okay. Well, there's no time like the present. I'm going to play this card here and hope that I get a good event.
Your plots go off. So
oh yes.
In either case, it's a wash. It's a wash. Yeah. So
yeah, it's a wash. Okay, off map box here. So
yeah,
those 2 go there. Okay, and I'm going to play this for the event. I want to draw a random card from your hand, and I can interrupt the action. Play it as an event, discard it, or return it, and keep. And I will pick. You've got. Do you have 5 cards?
I have 5 cards. Yeah.
So I'll pick card 2.
Oh, you're kidding me! That was like the only card I cared about.
Well, we'll discard that one.
Yeah, I figured you would.
All right, that worked quite well.
Yeah, that was the only one I really cared about. And you're like,
and we will
makes my decision easier for something else.
Because I ran an ally.
Now that cost you 3 ops though, so that's.
It did cost me 3 ops. That's correct. Yes.
Yeah. Actually, maybe it's not.
Not the end of the world.
Not the end of the world, no.
All right, we'll play this one here, and we'll just put. We'll do a recruit.
Please. Oh, you're just. Yeah.
We'll recruit into Syria. Syria is turning into the battleground.
Yes, as it was in real life. So I'm going to do this one up card here. I'm going to spend my reserves, and we're going to disrupt 2 cells. And give myself a prestige. And then I'm going to do that again. I'm going to disrupt again. And gain a prestige.
Okay. All right, we will... we're going to drop 2 more cells into Syria.
Okay.
And
do you still have 2 cards left? You have another card?
I have 1. Yeah, this is card number 8.
Oh, because I discarded. Was forced to discard 1. That's right.
Yeah. Remove a militia adjacent to Iran. So I could get rid of one of the ones in Afghanistan or Pakistan.
Yeah.
No, it's not the worst thing. I really would like to get one out of Syria, but
Yep.
such is life. I guess I could also plot into Syria. That might actually be kind of fun. Let's do that. Let's plot in Syria and hope for out. Yes!
Nice.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, your usual luck.
Yes. All right. Well, that was rather fortuitous.
Dramatic. Okay, so I'm going to...
Do you have 2 cards left? Or 1?
So I have 2 cards left. So I'm going to draw the peace dividend, and I think I'll just block this. I think I'll just alert this this plot.
Plot, okay.
Yeah, can't have that going.
Not the
off.
worst thing you've done.
And then I'm going to discard my last card. So interesting. So
all right. Yes.
Right, so you lose a funding. I lose a prestige. Okay.
Oh boy, you drop below high again. That's good. I like that.
Yes, but I've got some juicy disruption targets in Syria to do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. You sure do.
So let's see. So return your plots to available.
Okay.
Here. Okay, and polarization again. There's not a lot of awakening markers on the map or anything. So attrition. So let's roll for, well, you can roll for Libya first. You need a 1.
Okay.
Okay. Nope. We each have 4 forces in Syria, so it's 4 or less. I get a 2. And you get a 3. So I lose 1 unit. You lose 2 units. Because I have U.S. troops there.
Okay. Well, I'll get rid of that fellow that's already hurt.
Yeah, and another. Okay, and then Yemen. It's 1-on-1. I roll 5.
1. Oh boy, adversary.
No, it does. No, you just eliminate my militia.
Oh,
every hit that you get when there's no enemy there, it shifts it.
Drops it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't lose a prestige because the world's totally on my side. I just realized that. So I stay up, which is good.
Yeah, that's very good.
Then I'm going to use my advisors to build another militia in Syria.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's such a
Such a great
get rid of the OPEC
card.
event. Yeah, just it's an awakening card. I don't think there's a card like it in the deck in Forever War. I think it's a carryover, but it starts the scenario there. So I'm like, okay, I'll take it. And that's it. So draw your cards. I get 9, you get 8.
Yeah.
Once
Brutal.
again. I'll take it.
Is there a marked card in play? Is that your advisors?
A marked card in play?
Yeah.
It
says play if there is a lapsing or marked event in play.
Trump tweets is in play.
I'm just wondering if that's
advisors is in
advisors.
play. I guess so, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wonder what you're up to.
I got some decent events this turn, at least. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, I got more of a mixture of events this time. There'll be some mitigation occurring.
No, I've got some very good events. All right, let's do this one here. Let's actually take the event here. So Bowling Green Massacre. So I'm going to end advisors. Get that advisors out of there.
Okay.
So that shit is gonzo.
Nice. And you draw a card.
And I draw a card.
Wow,
yes.
That's powerful.
Yeah, not bad. Let's drop this one here. And we're going to put a reaction marker into Syria. You have militia there.
Okay. What's that?
So I'm going to use this one here, Mohammed.
Yep.
To use the event, and I'm going to place a reaction marker in Egypt or
any country with militia.
Any country with militia. So I'll put it into, and it's blocked by certain cards, but I don't think we have those in play.
Yeah. I haven't seen it. Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell.
So that will be into Syria. We'll put a reaction marker. Start turning things in my tide for once.
Yeah.
Or, Nate, you were saying once there's 3 reaction markers, then actually good things start happening, right?
Well, then it starts shifting on its own. So
if I were to put it into Afghanistan, that's actually maybe more beneficial?
It would. Well, yeah, because it would begin. So what would happen at the end of this turn is it would shift to 3. And then once it's at 3, then it'll shift to neutral, then to adversary.
Well, Afghanistan is already at 3.
But it's going to shift to neutral, then adversary, then to Islamist rule.
All right. So let's put it into a reaction then, into Afghanistan.
Okay, so just right-click on it, and you can add to the reaction.
Clone it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it just kind of like slowly slides into. It's a slow burn because it's going to take a few turns to do that, but
sure.
It's
but
slowly.
It's doing it without me hassling it.
You don't have to do anything. You don't have to have any cells there to do anything, and just gradually moves across.
Yeah. All right, your turn.
Unless I cancel it with. So, all right.
So can I ask you about Nigeria down in the bottom corner there, right below the prestige track?
Yep.
That cell that's there, can I move that cell?
Yeah.
Or is it stuck there?
No.
Where is it attached to?
If you zoom in, it says adjacent to Mali, Sudan, and Kenya.
Oh, okay.
Or you can fly it somewhere. So this one actually doesn't trigger Soldiers of the Caliphate because there is no Caliphate on the map. So that one's going to go into reserves. And then I'm going to play that and try and get a War of Ideas going in Syria and flip it to my side here. So I have +1 because of my prestige and nothing. Because if I can get it to good governance, or if it goes to Islamist rule, the civil war is over. So
right. Okay. Generally, who would you say the civil wars are? Is there the civil wars are more in favor of the jihads or the Americans? Or is it totally neutral?
The civil wars?
Yeah, do they help more of the, I guess I could auto recruit, so it's...
Yeah, it's pretty well balanced, I think. I mean...
Is it? Okay.
The challenge is that, like, if it's like in Libya, for example, I can't play troops there because they're adversary. And so I can play event cards or something that'll get militia there. But like basically like Libya's it's kind of a lost cause, but you've only got one cell there at the moment. So it's not like,
Right. Okay.
it's not totally flipping yet, but it could do. Like all you need to do is roll a 1 and it becomes Islamist rule. Like it's just on the teetering on the edge.
It's on the precipice. Yeah.
So it depends though. Like once it's Islamist rule, then I can potentially do a regime change if I want, or like, cause I could do a regime change in Iran at any point now, cause the world is on my side. I've got the prestige and the US is hard.
Pull it off. Yeah.
But I don't know if that's the best use of my resources right now, is to start something else, you know?
Yeah. Okay, was that your first or second?
That was my second. I played two one bangers basically to.
So let's play this one here. This is I'm going to kind of mix things up here. I'm going to try her out. The Hama Offensive.
Okay.
Place 2 cells into a civil war country. We'll go into Syria.
Okay.
So we immediately check for attrition.
Yeah. So we each roll.
Jihadist hits inflict 2 losses instead of 1.
Yeah.
So I roll. We each roll, right?
Yep. So you 4. Get a hit and I miss. So I take 2 losses.
Okay.
All right.
And is that the end of that then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's still pretty good.
And then, yeah, it is pretty good. It is pretty good. Yes. Then I'm going to play this one here. So this says, if play within a country, 2 countries of Turkey was subject to an event.
Yes.
Or operations last turn.
Yeah.
Select posture or shift alignment 1 box in either direction for that country.
Yes. So you can shift it towards neutral if you.
That's exactly what I'll do.
Oh gosh, Syria is just becoming a gong show.
Yeah, I know. Shift towards adversary. There we go. Well, you know what? I had to sort of make a stand there with Syria. I couldn't let you.
Yeah, I hear you.
Waltz through.
All right. So I have. I'm gonna do Trump's travel ban. So, basically, no cells can travel to the U.S. directly from Iran, Iraq, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, Yemen, or any civil war, regime change, or Islamist rule country. Basically from anywhere. And if you move in from any other country, you have to be active.
Okay.
So,
wow.
Yeah. So whatever you thought of it in real life, it's actually very effective in this game. And Trump's tweets are off. So that is when I'm going to play this.
Okay.
And I'm going to do a War of Ideas in Syria, and I miss. But I do get aid. So I do get aid with that. Okay, you're up.
Okay. Sorry, what was it last play?
I did War of Ideas I did my travel ban, and then I did War of Ideas in, but your event didn't trigger because my tweets are off.
Right.
But actually, just read this event. I'll put it back in place. You can just hover your mouse over it.
Yeah.
So
Test caucus, add...
I have to discard a number of event
modifier.
cards whose combined operations value is equal to exceeds the result. So like,
Oh.
and any jihadist
Jeez.
events discarded this way are triggered. That's like potentially
Pretty powerful.
so deadly. It's just...
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
if the result, it's basically if the world is against you, it actually wouldn't have mattered in this case because the world is with me and my prestige is high. But if my prestige has been low, for example, like if my prestige had been like 3, say, then I would have had to discard, whatever. Like, so it could be really punishing if the world is really against you. And your prestige is low, it can like wipe out your whole hand. It's just
That's true.
Any jihadi events that get discarded that way trigger. It's like, oh jeez,
Wow. Yeah,
that could be punishing in the wrong circumstance. So anyway,
play if Lebanon is not an ally and Iran adversary. Is Lebanon an ally? No. Is Iran an adversary? Yes. Okay. Place one of the following in or within 2 spaces of Lebanon. Reaction marker.
Yep.
Besieged regime or a cell. Where's Lebanon?
Lebanon's right in the center of the board, basically.
2 spaces. 1. Okay, so I couldn't get over to Afghanistan, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, a little bit too far. A little bit.
But I can put a cell into Syria.
Yep. And that's where you begin to get kind of like, quite like it's almost like an auto hit, right?
Okay.
Because you have five cells there, so.
Yeah.
I've
Let's
only
do
got
that
2.
one then.
Okay.
That's a 1 banger, so may as well.
Okay.
Put a cell into there. And then
see where these cards get interesting is all these events have been designed for this particular kind of scenario, but if you played from the very beginning, who knows what Lebanon is? Like Lebanon could be an ally, like it really depends on how.
So I get to put a cell in a Sunni, a Shia mixed country, plus 1 funding, and it blocks your event there. So
okay, the Fatah.
There's a lot happening in that event.
Yes. So you place one cell in a Sunni and a.
So we're gonna place 1 into in Syria. We'll place 1 into what the heck, Libya is. Libya, sure. Actually, you know what? Why not? This is a tough
Loaded
call.
up Syria.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
crazy.
Well, there's Algeria.
It's going to be an auto hit.
Version. And plus 1 funding. Okay.
And it blocks that card, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yikes. Yeah, you've had some really decent 3-banger events. Okay. The battle for the soul of Syria happens now. So there's no cell in Israel, so it's fine. War of Ideas in Syria. 5. Got it. So that shifts to ally. And this guy, War of Ideas in Syria. 3. Plus 1 plus the aid. Oh, missed. Just missed. So that was a roll of 3 plus 1 for the aid, plus 1 for my prestige. So that's 5, but then minus 1 because I'm trying to get it to good. So, jeez, this is down to the wire for Syria here.
Just missed it, eh?
If I get a good roll, then the Civil War is over and we can all go home.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
We can all go home. But yeah, brutal.
Oh, we continue.
Yes.
Okay.
I have 3 cards left.
You know what? There's no time like the present here. Let's drop this into the first plot box.
Okay.
And we're going to go balls out for Syria.
Place up to 2 advisors. Oh, that would have been good.
I know.
That would have been really good.
Oh, darn it. It was a 3. Darn it. All right. One plot goes off in Syria.
One plot in Syria, yeah.
Okay. Let's -1 prestige for you there. Let's make it a little more challenging. Drop you a prestige down here. Okay.
Jeez. Oh boy, this is where it gets interesting. Because I was really hoping.
Yeah, no doubt.
I was really hoping to get that sorted out.
I do have 1 card left, just so you know, because I did draw a card. So.
Oh, that's right. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, I don't think the Straits of Hormuz actually matters much, but
if Iran advisory or a special case country.
Yeah.
Or adversary. Iran is adversary.
Yes.
So I reduce the resource value of an all oil exporter nation.
But it's just till the end of this turn, so it's not. I don't think it's gonna matter.
Okay.
So, shoot.
It's a 1-banger. That's interesting.
Yeah, this is my quandary here. I'm going to. This is risking so much, but I got to try it. I'm going to risk a war of ideas in Italy. Darn it, didn't work.
Oh boy!
I was hoping to get a prestige from that.
Yes.
Darn it. This is where things are turning against me. So it's Robert Mueller time. It's Mueller time.
Oh.
So,
it's Mueller time.
So I just want to do the math on this. Okay, so I've got aid, but I've lost my prestige. So I think it's a 5 or a 6 I need to get Syria to good.
Okay.
And I gotta go out all in on this one. So here we go. Oh, brutal.
Oh no!
Totally missed.
Oh no.
Wow. Okay. So
oh boy.
Now I have to roll my posture.
Oh, I do have 1 card. Oh, do you? Okay.
And I did get it. I did roll. I stayed hard on terror, so I got a prestige from that. But that was the risk I was running was
yeah.
Because I thought, well, I'll do a war of ideas in Italy, and then it will, basically give me if I get.
Oh, and the plot goes off, eh? The plot does go off.
It does. Yeah. I had to
risk
it.
plot.
I was out of cards, and so I had to.
So it's a 3-banger plot.
So roll 3.
And you have troops there.
Yep. Roll 3. 3 die.
Roll 3 dice. And a hit on 1.
Yes. So Syria does go down to, like, the aid gets eliminated, and the
you go down to poor.
Governance goes
correct?
down to poor. Whoops. That's where
I
wanted it to be. Shoot. I keep hitting the wrong button here. I don't know
Don't
how.
make that good.
I don't know
That's
how.
what you want to happen.
Yeah. Oh, man. Now that's just going to be a nightmare on wheels. That old
Yeah, I know.
Jeez.
And I believe, did you give me the funding bump or no?
I did not, no.
Okay, so I get a funding bump.
Yeah.
And
so you can see what I was trying to do. I was just trying to get Syria to.
Well, I have 1 card left here. We may as well just do one more plot there into Syria.
I've got. Is that something that I can use here?
No, it's a neutral event.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
So we'll just roll 1 dice. Missed. Dang it!
Come on, you've already had enough luck.
I know. I really wanted that plot.
Yeah. I'm gonna discard this one. This was going to be a free plot for you, so.
Oh, sugar. That would have been great.
No way.
Still don't get my 9 cards.
So, you lose a funding. I lose a prestige.
Yes.
Italy, of all places.
Oh boy.
Well, you know what though?
Italy really
Honestly,
burned it.
Italy's okay because it gives me a spot for my one bangers, because then I can do War of Ideas and get a prestige bump if I need it. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So all is not lost. I've got other options available here. So.
I discarded the first plot to the discard.
Yeah, reserves to 0. I always forget to spend those. You get your plots back to available. So now the reaction markers.
Okay.
So the reaction in Afghanistan is up to -3, which means next turn it's going to actually move to neutral. So it's a few turns away. It's going to just gradually work its way over to.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't had that many cards that have allowed me to place awakening markers, so I haven't been able to do much.
So are we on to Civil War now?
Yes. So Libya.
Civil War in Libya.
2 or less.
2 dice, right?
No, just 1 die, 2 or less.
Oh, 1 die, 2 or less.
Yep. Nothing.
Sugar.
Okay.
Okay.
So Syria's an auto hit. So I have 1 troop that goes back to the troop track, but I still get roll as though I had 2 in there, and I get 2. So 2 cells are back to the track.
Oh man! All right, I'll take that one out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And your troop goes back. Goodbye, troop.
No, I already sent 1 back.
Oh, did you have 2 there? Oh, sorry.
I did have 2 there. So.
All right.
Okay, and Yemen.
Oh,
and
Yemen.
Less. Nothing.
A 2. Just missing.
Okay. See, the Civil War has added this whole kind of new dimension. So it's kind of interesting.
Very cool.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yep.
Okay, so I draw 8, you draw 9?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my head around this. All right, so I think I can do this one here.
Okay.
There's a lot of text there.
Yes.
If I'm reading it correctly, I can place 3
cells that are available for recruit while in the 9 box of ample funding.
Yeah, so I have 3.
So no, what you do is here, I'll show you. This is similar to a card from Awakening. So you basically you add 3 cells that are available in box 9. So you can add those.
Take those.
Sorry?
I can add those cells anywhere in a poor country.
No. Then place 3 cells in a poor Muslim country.
Okay. Would that be Libya?
And then, then remove marker and capability if it's removed by.
Or would that be Syria?
Sorry? Yeah, any poor Muslim country, you can add 3 cells.
All right, so.
So those 3 cells that I put in the 9 box, it's only when you're at full funding.
That I get those.
I think it's actually ample funding. So as soon as your funding is 7, 8, or 9, then you have access to recruit those cells.
Those extra 3 cells.
But
okay,
your funding,
so I'm going to put those 3 cells into Syria.
Okay. So when you have an overload of cells there, like if you have 6 cells or more,
yep.
you get like an auto hit plus a roll for 1 or less in this case, right? Because you have 7. So you get 1 auto hit, and then you get you get a roll for 1 or less to get another hit.
So if I placed this event next,
okay,
I can do a jihad into Syria.
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah, actually, yeah, you could. Hey, we forget about that mechanic. Yep.
Yeah, I know. So I will do the jihad, and I will hit on 1.
But it's. I got to check that because it's besieged regime, so you may only need the 1 actually.
Oh, right.
Right. So let me just double check on that because that's potentially
Islamist rule.
Yeah. But I can't remember if you can get there from like an ally or not, but maybe you can.
Because I have to move it 2
squares. Normally
right?
you have to move it all the way to adversary. So I'm not sure. I just have to. It's been a while since I've had that happen, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to scan the rules real quick?
Yep. So where are we? Okay. I'm just making a note of the time.
Mm. Yeah, take your time. Go look it up now, and we can cut this schlep out.
So, with that. Yeah. So it looks like you got it.
Oh, Shizen,
Yeah.
really?
So that ends the Civil War.
Okay, so Civil War's gone.
Okay, just a sec.
This turns to
so the
Islamist
besieged
rule.
regime is gone. Islamist rule. So you get the funding of 2. You get 2 funding for that happening.
Nice. Oh, finally.
Now you lost 2 cells in the effort.
In the process,
all
yes.
your cells.
And what about your... Because you're there, does that hurt your prestige?
Yeah, it does, yeah. Big time. So...
I like that.
Yeah, I think... Do I go down to 1? I got to see that. Yeah, prestige goes down to 1. Because it's so embarrassing.
Okay.
Interesting.
We have a chicken emergency here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
We got baby chicks that have no heat on them right now. So,
oh boy.
I know. All right.
Yeah, that's brutal. See, that was like a...
oh, dude.
Yeah.
That is crushing.
Yeah, that's crushing. So...
Oh.
Yeah.
And wait a second. There's a WMD there.
Yes, you get another WMD.
Oh.
As well. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so... Oh boy, that if I'd rolled a little bit better, could have been totally avoided, but
okay,
brutal.
So, and you're still.
We get
there,
so wrapped up in the Civil War that you don't think about it. So
that was my second turn. I know,
yeah,
I know.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah, you did pretty well.
Okay, so that's my second turn. So now you're up. You have to scamper.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look at your hand.
Okay.
And conduct a 1-value operation, and then I can actually play an extra card if I want to.
So do I have to manually show you these or not?
Yeah, there's no other way. So just put them out on the table
1,
there.
2.
Oh my gosh, you got a lot of your own events there.
4. Yeah, I do actually. That's not all. 5. 6.
Oh man, you got a lot of...
I know. I've got a really good hand, actually. So tell me when you're done.
Whew, yeah, it's good to know the Russian subterfuge is there. So, and that'll be the third offset strategy will be first plot right there.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to do a 1.
You won't be getting that, so don't worry.
And I'm going to return... I'm going to return that 1 troop to the troops track from Syria. And then I'm going to interrupt this operation to play a card. So I'm going to play this guy, I think. So I'm going to remove a cell and take a prestige. I'm going to remove a cell from Libya. And I got my 1 prestige. Okay, so that's my second card. And then I'm going to... I'm going to just play this one here. Now, you can't actually use this because there's no militia in any regime change in Civil War countries.
Okay.
And I'm going to do a regime change in Syria.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm going to drop a lot of guys here.
Going right back to it, eh? All right.
I pretty much have to, I think. The only thing is, do I want to use that many guys? Actually, you know what? Just going to use the 6, I think. Is that 6?
Okay.
How many have I count that up, actually? Have I got? Yeah, that's
you
6.
2, 4, 5, 6 there now, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because I don't see I'm going to keep another 2 in reserve there.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the regime change. So, and all cells are active, and they are anyway, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it
So
shifts
does that put
to
it to
ally. Whoops. Ally. And I've got a roll for governance. Oh, did I roll twice there? Oh, I think I did. I rolled twice, so yeah, I'll just take the first roll then. So it's
2.
poor.
Yeah.
There. And I got a...
don't I get is there a marker on that? Still, it's auto recruit, right?
It is now, yes. There's a regime change marker. Sorry, this has been a while since I've done this.
Yeah, I know.
So now we're back. We're right back into it. It's different kind of battle now, but we're right back into Syria.
Yeah, that's right. Yes,
what a mess.
Yes.
Okay, so and then I have to roll my prestige. So I have, if I roll 5 or 6, it rises, and it goes up by the lesser of these 2 rolls. 3, sweet. Everyone agrees with my policy.
Oh,
whew! That was a busy turn.
That was a very busy turn. Yeah.
So, all right.
Well, let's keep pushing you down. You're gonna go down 1 prestige there.
Yeah.
And
did you put me down by 1 prestige?
Nope.
No. Okay.
No, I didn't. Yeah, no. And then you know what? Let's have you drop a card here.
Yeah, I figured that one would be. So. Okay, so Russia's untested.
Oh, how many cards do you have?
I have 6 cards.
So drop number 4.
Drop which one?
Card 4.
1, 2, 3. Oh, well, it's a good ops card.
Oh, we had a very.
It was one allowing like a regime change, but yeah. All right, that was your turn. Yeah, that was both yours.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to. Okay, I'm going to disrupt in Syria there.
You've had some big ops cards this turn. Wow.
Yeah. And before this card gets forced out of my hand, I'm going to put an aid and an awakening marker in Syria. So that will help out big time. See how the markers get like loaded up? It's like,
that's
so
crazy.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous.
Oh.
So suddenly Syria's like, look at Syria's like, the face of Syria has changed completely in like literally one turn to the
one
next.
turn, I know.
Oh my gosh.
Let's do 2 recruits into Syria.
Switching jerseys.
And let's do...
Look at how crammed it is.
We'll do the first
So
plot
ridiculous.
box here. This is going to go into first plot.
Yeah.
And we will do two plots into Syria.
Okay.
And 2 hits. Loving it.
Of course.
Oh,
Man.
great. 1. Two.
All right. Yeah,
Okay.
you had such a good hand this turn that you know there's going to be a mitt full of American events in the next one.
Well, to be honest, I've had to mitigate the last 2 or 3 turns, so it was due.
So this event doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Going to go into reserves. And then this one I'm going to spend on a disrupt in Syria.
Yeah, I figured you were going to try to weigh me out.
And bump up a...
Do you
prestige.
need 5 more troops than me to be able to switch?
Yes, just like you need 5 more cells than troops. So, because I've got 6 troops in there, you'll need 11 cells in order to get it to
switch it out.
Yeah, to switch it out. Okay. So, all right. So you flip over those plots. And
it was a 3
and a 2, probably.
And I can't. Doesn't want to flip this one for me.
No.
It was a 1.
Yeah. Okay. So roll 4 die.
Okay.
And for every
and 1.
Okay. So that just
I hit on.
It just eliminates the aid. It doesn't actually do anything else. So my prestige goes down by 2. So.
And my funding goes up to max.
Yes. Which is where I know you love to have it.
Oh, finally. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was.
Okay. And then it's my turn, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we'll auto recruit into Yemen.
Oh, wow.
Or Libya. Maybe Libya. And then we will do with our last card here. Recruit into Libya again.
Huh. There you go.
Make that an auto hit.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm going to discard my last card.
Okay.
All right. So
funding goes down by 1.
Funding goes down by 1. My prestige goes down by 1.
Good.
Yeah, I know. I got to get Italy on my side. Stupid Italians.
Yeah, those Italians, eh?
Reserves go to 0 anyway. They should have been at 0 anyway. Return your plots. Take your plots back.
Okay.
And Afghanistan begins to drift towards adversary. So what happens is that when it's at 3, it shifts, and then as soon as it actually shifts, that it goes down by 1 again. So it's like once they get a reaction, then they kind of lose interest for a little while, and then it builds up again, and then so 2 turns from now, Afghanistan's just going to turn into
good. All right, Islam.
No, not good. Good for you.
Maybe. Yeah, opposite of
you,
good.
Yeah. And then
all right,
attrition.
So Libya.
5 or less.
On 1 die?
Yep.
Hit.
You got it. So it goes to IR. Civil War is over.
Civil War's gone.
I did not put much effort into that one.
No, you didn't. No, yeah. And now Yemen.
Yemen is 1 or less.
Hit it again.
Wow. So it shifts to
adversary.
Islamist rule? No. Sorry, it shouldn't do that.
Adversary.
Should just move to adversary. There you go.
Adversary.
So 1 more hit and Yemen will be under Islamist rule. Okay. So yeah,
and that's
the tide's kind of shifting against me here. This is not good.
All right, and I finally get to draw 9 cards. How sweet it is.
I get 8 cards.
Well, I'm going to play this one quick while I can. So play if any Civil War countries and there are more troops or militia on the map than cells. I don't think there are. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You have 12, I have 13.
What's that? Sorry? I was reading my cards. Sorry, what was
that? So this event here, I eked you out by 1, I believe. So you do not have quite enough cells.
Play if there are any Civil War countries, and there are more.
There is.
No, there's only one Civil War country left, and that's Yemen.
Yeah. Yep, but that's fine.
Oh, and there are more troops plus militia on the map than cells.
But you have 12, I have 13.
Oh,
so,
no way.
And yeah. I mean, I could also play my event first, or my map first, which would which I could do here, which I will do here.
Wow.
And I will play into into Iran. Or into Yemen. Okay. And then the next event.
Yeah, so you're figuring out the Civil Wars here.
Not ally and not in Civil War.
Jeez. Yeah, you're slowly.
Oh, okay. This card here. Play if any of the following countries are tested and not an ally and not in civil war. Iran. No.
Sorry.
Syria. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Oh, Syria is an ally.
It is an ally, yeah.
So that doesn't play then. Place 2 cells in a Muslim country. Oh. So if I played this card here, Nate, for the event, place 2 cells in a Muslim country, may come from anywhere, then conduct a jihad there with this card's ops.
Yes, so it's just
Ignore
it just
failures,
shifts. It's not a major jihad. It's just
so I can put 2 cells into Syria.
Yes.
I can roll 2 die.
Yes, you could. Yeah.
And any hits would shift it towards
ignore any shifts to Islamist rule though. So you can't shift to Islamist rule.
I miss them both, so that's fine.
Finally.
All right. Well, that's still fine.
All right. Let's see here. Trump tweets are off, right? I think right now. So I'm going to just do that and going to do a War of Ideas in Italy. Italy finally sees the way it is.
Sees the light.
Get a prestige for that. I think... do I want to remove 2 cells? Jeez, such tough decisions here. How many cards do you have? I'm going to make you discard a card.
Oh, okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7.
So discard card 7.
Okay.
Fake news.
3 banger.
Yeah, that's... Huh. Okay, interesting. Well, at least it was a big ops card.
It was too, yeah. Was that your turn?
Yes, I believe it was.
All right, so let's get rid of this one before you decide to shift any stuff. So it doesn't play.
Yes.
And I will travel 2 cells from Libya to Yemen. And one of them makes it. Oh, one goes to the funding track, and this one makes it over. Okay.
Yeah, I'm wondering
And
maybe
then-
if I should have made use of the Algeria good to try and shift Libya over to with War of Ideas. That might be part of the play there. It's my first game, but I'm just wondering if that would have been good to kind of... Oh no, Libya starts out as adversary, so I can't do that. Never mind.
Remove 2 troops from track first. To off-map box. Return them to track at the end of the draw phase, which China and U.S. are the same posture. Roll posture for Thailand, Philippines. All right, let's try. I don't know what this is going to do. This is going to mess some stuff up, but let's try it. The South China Sea Crisis.
All right.
South China Sea. So, remove 2 troops. So you're down those 2 troops. They go to the off.
So
Off,
they go, from track first. So they go to the off map
Yep.
box here. Return them to the track at the end of the draw phase, in which China and the U.S. are the same posture. So roll posture for Thailand and Philippines with U.S. prestige as a modifier. So there's no... So
Modifier.
Yeah, so 1 to 4 is
Thailand
soft.
first.
Yeah, 1 to 4 is soft.
Thailand is still soft.
Yep.
And
Philippines.
Philippines is going to be
Soft as well.
soft.
So interesting. That's an interesting kind of event. I mean, it sucks. But
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
I mean, as I said, it
Is
sucks.
it a remove?
But-
Yeah.
So South China Sea Crisis. So I have to get China on my side in order to get my troops back, basically.
Yeah. Are you allowed to go test it or not? Do you?
Yeah,
have to
I
let
can
me go
just.
test
Yeah,
it
you can
first?
just. You have to spend a card. Like I have to spend a two banger to do that.
Check it out. Okay.
Jeez. Okay.
But now you're down to 7 cards too.
No, I'm down to 8 still. I've still got 5 in the box. If I spend one more troop, then yes.
Okay.
I'll write down to the brass tacks. That's why I kept those 2 guys in reserve. Oh man, I just feel like I'm not getting any traction this game. Like all the cards you're playing are just like throwing me right off. So, so take that event first.
What does it say here? Place a non-WD apply to any country.
Any country, or remove a posture marker from a tested non-Muslim.
All right.
But it can't be WMD, and it can go in any country. So.
Oh, geez. These plots don't really seem to work very well, to be honest with you here.
Yeah, they shift around. Just make sure that you're grabbing the one. Like I try and spread them out a bit, like, because the problem is
Okay,
like
so I'll
if,
put it into
if your cursor.
I'll put it into
grabs
Syria.
too. Sorry.
I'll put it into Syria.
Oh wow. Okay. And I'm going to use this to test China. I'm surprised you didn't put it in the U.S. That would have been very disruptive, but that's okay. China is hard. So we are good. I get my troops back.
Oh, isn't it the end?
Well, it's right on the top here. Let's see.
It is at the end, actually. Yes. At the end of the card draw.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Maybe they have to stay the same posture then.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, but I still get a prestige from that. And I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to disrupt. I know I'll take a hit when the plot goes off, but...
Yeah, you will.
But I figure it's better to disrupt and get a couple cells out instead of alerting the plot in this case. So plot goes off, you get a funding, and that's basically all that happens there.
Okay. So my funding goes back up to maximum here.
Yeah, I don't see why the Trump tweets are an American event, because they're
so let's play this one
totally
here.
random. Like, oh my gosh.
And I'm going to travel 3 troops into France.
Oh.
And France becomes soft. And then I'm going to travel.
That was your 3. Oh, you got another card. Okay.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I'll travel 3 more troops into the United States of America.
Now they flip up because of the travel ban. They're active.
Oh, all of them?
Yep.
Okay.
Because if they're banned from flying in from those countries, but if they enter from any other country, they are active. That's why I as I said, whether you agree with the travel ban or not, it's actually a very effective move in this game. Okay, my go?
Yes.
I'm going to disrupt. And I'm going to disrupt. And get rid of those.
You get rid of all 3 of them?
Because I'm hard on terror, so that means I can disrupt 2 in the US. If I was soft, I can only disrupt 1 at a time.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
But it did cause me to waste a turn on that, so.
Yeah. Let's do the first plot box here.
Ah, the Trump trip.
And we will plot into Syria. For 2. With 2 hits.
Jeez. Okay. That's what I mean. I just can't get any traction going. You're just like... It's just endless.
Okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter if you see what they are. I don't care at this point.
Yeah. So I'm going to take this event and I'm going to pull back Fire and Fury. All it does really in this case that I can see is it gives me a instead of a 2 op card, I can get a 3 op card. It's like the main advantage. Yeah, so discard that one, and I'm going to spend that one to disrupt. Okay. And your plots go off.
Okay. Yeah. Boom, boom. So I'm already at 5. You lose 2 prestige, though, which is the important part.
Yep.
Okay, and I will play 2 cells back into Syria. Can I put them in different spots actually, or no?
Yeah, you can split up your ops. They don't have to go into the same spot.
All right, so if I put a sixth cell into Yemen,
that'll be a guarantee.
That's an auto hit. Yeah,
Yep.
okay, I'll do that then. Yeah.
Okay. I have one card left. Do you have?
Okay.
What's that?
I'm out.
Okay.
I'm out.
All right. So I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just going to discard this one. The Martyrdom Operation.
Oh, Martyrdom. Actually, I don't even really need it right now.
No, that's what I mean. I was considering playing it, but all right, you lose one funding. I do not lose one prestige because the world. Oh no, I do.
Yemen drops.
I do because the world is somewhat.
And Yemen actually switches to Islamist rule.
It does.
All right, and
my reserves are 0. Oh. All right.
So that's that. There's no more civil wars. Oh.
No.
Wow. So we're back
the Middle
to
East
a normal game
is
of
peaceful now, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. That's right.
Okay, so the reserves to 0. Plots go back to available. I get my troops back on the track because China and I are on the same page.
Yes.
So your Afghanistan worsens to 3 again. So next turn it'll go to adversary, and then the next turn after that it'll go to.
It'll go to
actually
yes.
2 turns after that. It takes a while for it to actually happen. It's not an immediate thing. In fact, we might run out of cards before because we've just got basically 2 turns left here. So.
Okay. So you have 6 and I have 3. So you can't actually switch Syria now, can you? Until you get. You need to get 8.
I can't end the regime. Yeah, I can't do a war of ideas there until I've got. I need to.
At least 8.
Need to be So. Anyway, let's see here. Was there no more? Yeah, so just draw new cards.
Okay, so I did that. I got my 9.
I get 8. Because we've only got, there's 14 cards left. I think that's the game, isn't it? This might be the last turn.
Oh, okay.
Because we can't draw our unless we're both down like really badly and we can't, we can maybe fit one more hand in, but yeah, I've got my work cut out for me for sure.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, this is interesting.
What's that?
Play in a Muslim country with 2 or more cells that is both ally and poor. That would be Syria.
Yes.
Activate all cells in the country and place the country in civil war.
Oh, gosh. What a gong show.
I think.
What a total gong show.
Oh.
Oh man. Well, that's I mean, at this point it's probably not going to be decided by the end of the.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Are you in low intensity or not?
I am in war zone. So if you look up where's my so like overstretch is full because it has 5 in there. I've got 2 in the war,
right.
So I'm in war.
Well, hey, let's just cause a little more chaos.
Yeah.
Jeez. I'm gonna activate all my cells, and this bad boy's going into civil war.
Gosh, here we go again. Regime change.
Yeah, that's war. Right. I don't know if that was a good thing or not because I just activated all my cells, but.
Well, who knows? I mean, to be honest, this turn's probably not going to decide it one way or the other anyway. So. It's really, it's...
All right, so it's in civil war, Syria. Okay, that's not great.
Yeah. I guess what we could, like, normally what we could do if we're playing just a 1 deck game, but if we were playing like a 2 or 3 deck game, we'd continue onward.
Let's play this one here. So we're going to test Canada.
Okay.
No, actually, we'll test Scandinavia.
I think
or India.
testing though is I think that's if it's unmarked. So I think the only one you can do is Scandinavia.
Let's test India then. Here.
Or India, sorry, yeah.
So India's soft,
Okay.
and then we're going to place one cell into Canada. It's a hard country.
Yep.
All right. Let's put some pressure on here.
Yeah. Did you put Syria into civil war?
No, I did not yet.
Didn't. Oh, not yet. Great.
It is in Civil War. I just put the token on.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So it's a regime change and it's in Civil War.
It is a mess.
It is just a cluster fudge.
Yes.
All right, you're up.
Jeez. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay, yeah, so I think I can safely play this one. I got a mitt full of your events, so... Jeez. All right. So this one I'm going to disrupt a couple of your cells.
Play if the number of troops plus militia on the map is greater than the cells. Oh, I don't think so. I think you're safe with that one. Oh no. Well, I don't like that.
Or sorry, I did too much. Sorry. There should be one left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Active,
So if I did my math correctly, I got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and you now have 10 on the board.
Yeah.
Oh, 11. Ooh, just barely. Nigeria. There's still down there. So, whew.
Did you count Nigeria?
I did. I'm counting 11.
Okay, good.
Right. So we'll discard that, and I get a prestige bump. Jeez.
Yeah.
I have, like this game, I just have not gotten any mojo going. It's just since Syria like went down the toilet. It really has like.
It's just kind of been mired too now, and like it's just constantly. It's interesting though because Syria had never usually been like the linchpin country, right?
No,
so it's kind of cool how that.
Yeah. No, that's.
And I don't know if that's just this game or if that's just
Well, the different scenario sets up a different kind of situation. I'm gonna do a war of ideas in France. Missed it. Okay. Yeah, no, it sets up a different situation where suddenly, like, I've never seen, obviously Libya becomes more of a battleground and Yemen.
I don't like that you had 3 prestige, so you're going back down to 1.
Oh, sheesh.
Yes. Oh, and by the way, you're going to discard a card.
Why does it say that?
So,
you haven't.
Here.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So discard card number 3.
Oh, totally fine. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, sugar. Oh.
That could have allowed you to have but you could place 3 cells in a country in civil war. So I don't mind that at all. That's fine.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So.
Darn.
Yep. So I'll give you this African Lion Safari card.
Oh, hooray. African Lion Safari. Play in any African countries. Test if needed. Plays a total of 3 cells and or plots.
In African countries. No more than 1 per country.
Oh,
and I'm going to disrupt in... man, what a mess. Yeah, like the one thing about Labyrinth in general is that, hey, if things are, going your way, it's like sometimes can be fun and easy, but sometimes it's just not.
Oh, I know.
It's just not.
Yeah. All right, so 1 there.
So you're doing plots?
Yeah, plots, yeah. 1 here. Actually, what was that one? Oh, these two, were they already spent? Did I already spend? I didn't spend 3 plots, did I already? I don't think I did.
Yeah, you had 2 plots in Syria, I think, didn't you?
Okay. But there was the third one there that I didn't use yet. All right, I put 1 in here.
I don't recall. It probably doesn't matter at this stage. I'm pretty much toast.
No, it doesn't. No, yeah. Exactly. All right, let's put 1 in here. Okay, got 3.
Okay. And so that's removed from play. Good riddance. I'll block the plot in Algeria.
I thought you might.
It's my only hope to salvage any bit of my
dignity.
Yeah. So Somalia will test. And it doesn't matter. You get a funding, though.
Okay.
And for Kenya, when that plot goes off, you get a...
That'll be a 3-banger.
Yeah, so you get 3. I'm never sure. Just roll 1 die, because it's like you roll 3 die like to see what happens. So one
hits.
So they go
so
soft.
Flips.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
the world's
see,
against you. Your
prestige
funding's
is low.
against
Yeah,
you.
this is. I'm toast.
It's not good.
Yeah. It's not good.
All right. Is that your turn?
Huh?
Was that your turn?
Yeah, I blocked the 1 plot, so those are the plots going off, so...
Okay. Let's see here. During attrition, add +1 to the number of cells to be removed for each of its hits. Give the US player -1 prestige. All right. Well, this is kind of a. You lose a prestige right now, but you do get an extra hit on my country whenever you attack it.
Okay.
And I will put 3 into Syria. And then I will put 2 more into Syria.
Oh, that's early exit.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, well, that goes into lapsing, actually. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's really like... All right. I'll remove
Now
a
what?
reaction marker to kind of delay the inevitable there, and I'm going to...
Yes.
War of Ideas in France.
Oh, you whittled down Afghanistan.
Lost.
Okay.
Okay, I got 1 card left.
Oh, I have 3. Okay.
Yeah, because did you draw a card?
No, I had 9 to start.
Yeah, I had 8 to start, though. That's weird.
And you lost a card.
Yeah. Okay.
You discarded 1, so you're down to 7.
So
Yeah.
it's down to 7. Yeah.
Place in a waking marker there. Or play it on. First plot. And we're going to plot into... Actually... you know what? Let's just undo that real quick.
All right. Yeah, there's... Yeah, nothing.
Sorry for taking so long here. I'm going to move one guy into the US of A here. I think he becomes active, right?
Because of the travel ban.
I hate that.
I know.
And then I'll do the plot box here. If I roll a 1, that'd be really nice. Oh, 3. All right.
Yeah.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Because I actually couldn't have stopped it if something had happened. Yeah. So black gold does not happen. I'm gonna do a War of Ideas in Thailand. That's what I'm reduced to. Oh.
Can't you disrupt me in the U.S.?
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, you know what? I'll just do that. Sure.
I mean, I don't want to tell you what to do, but
yeah. I've lost all hope at this point. There's not much we can do.
Demoralized beyond belief.
Demoralized.
All right, fine. Here, you're gonna get this event.
Yay! I get an event.
But I will put a cell into Syria.
Play in a non-adversary Muslim country with a cell. Okay, so I'll put a militia in the Civil War country.
Of course you will. Yeah, I
wow.
know. Just to make it more convoluted.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so you lose a funding. Not that it matters. I cannot lose prestige any worse than I have.
The world's against you, hardcore.
Yep. You get your plot markers back. We'll just go through the motions here because it doesn't really matter at this stage.
No.
Okay, the big Civil War roll here. This will be interesting. So I have 6 plus 1, so I get a.
And I have 2, 4. I have 6 cells.
Okay, so you get an auto hit, and I get an auto hit, and I get a 1. I get a chance to roll a 1 here, and I do.
Okay.
So I take. I take a loss. You take 3 losses.
Oh, hard hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And
so that's done.
Yeah,
that's it for the Civil War.
Yep. And the polarization, the reaction marker goes up by 1, but it doesn't matter. I delayed the shift basically. Yeah. And that is basically everything. Because you need to draw.
Okay.
You need to draw 9, and I need to draw 8. So we would normally reshuffle, but I think at this stage I'm kind of conceding because I would need one heck of a good situation. Yeah, I was flying high until Syria didn't go good. Yeah. If Syria had gone good, it would have been a very different game.
Oh, it would have been much more of a battle.
It would have been much more.
Agreed. I think it was a slow burn to you losing eventually.
Yeah, once Syria went down the toilet, as I said, then yeah. So anyway, for anyone who stuck it out with us for the whole thing, thanks very much for watching. And this has been Legendary Tactics. Please like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.